It's not what you are that's holding you back. It's what you think you are that's holding you back. And oftentimes what we think is being influenced by the conditions, the environment, the people around us. But don't let it determine what you think you are. Because only you restrict you. Only you stop you from having the value that you're supposed to have, or that you really are worth. I don't know about you, but have you ever been in a situation where you just don't seem to be valued? And when you're not valued, you feel like, I don't fit, I don't belong. And easily we can allow their standard to determine our own standard. How people see you begins to affect how you see you. But you need to see you for who you are. You need to put value and worth on what you do and what you have and who you are. So it's not what you are that's holding you back, it's what you think you are not. It's what you think you are not that's holding you back. You are a lot more than you think you are. You have a lot more gifting, a lot more talent, many more strengths. Hey Irene, welcome, good to see you. And everybody else, welcome to all the viewers right now. I'm talking tonight about, what's holding you back. It's not what you are that's holding you back. It's what you think you are not. It's what you think you are not. And you're more, much more than you think you are. And as I say, it's easy for others, for your environment, your situation, for how others receive you, for you to think less of yourself. Because that greatness and that credibility that you have, that contribution that you have is undervalued. And therefore, you are not, or you think you're not. And actually you are. Jesus said this one day. He said, if you receive the prophet in the name of a prophet, you get the prophet's reward. And that really spoke to me a long time ago, is that when your gift isn't received, they don't get the reward of your gifting. And on another occasion, he spoke about when you enter a place and they don't receive you, he said, leave. Because they're not valuing what you bring. But what we do is oftentimes is when we're not valued, when we're not received, we begin to diminish our own value in our own eyes. Somebody said this, how you see yourself is much more important than how others see you. Don't determine your value and your ability and your impact in the world by the social value that they put on you. Don't let the value of the society determine how valuable you really are, and how great your gifting really is, and how awesome your strengths are. You are unique. And your leadership begins when you discover you. And when you begin to love who you are, who your Creator has made you to be, you begin to have tremendous value. You don't then measure yourself by what others think and others say and how others receive you or not. And I'm not talking about an egotistical, arrogant, puffed up self-exaltation. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about self-awareness. I'm talking about the place where you have value. And that you have ability within you that the world needs, that people need, that your world needs. It could be just that you're caring, that you are encouraging. It could be you know, as small as that. It could be that you really love people, that you're really kind to people. Wow, you know, when we were camping up in the mountains many years ago, a young man came to see me one day, and he said to me, he said, you know, I just feel like I'm not having impact. I feel like my life's not very significant. And I said to him, have a look around you. I said, you know, people don't see your face. You're not an orator. But look around you. This campsite, because we built that campsite from scratch. And I said, this campsite wouldn't even be where it is if it wasn't for you. Everything you do here is a statement of significance. You've created incredible things, built beautiful things, made it comfortable for me to bring leaders here. I said, you know, this is not a credit to me, it's a credit to your tremendous effort and your skill and your strength of putting into this. And that's what we've got to realize, is that's what determines our significance. Sometimes it's not because you can speak well or because you're out there, but your strength, and you need to believe in that strength. Don't see yourself is much more important than how others see you. Because others don't see your worth does not decrease your value. Because others do not see your worth does not decrease your value. Even though it's not recognized, and it's not acclaimed, and it's not famed, you have great value. You have great worth right where you are. You know, my son said to me last night, to Michelle and I, thank you for what you put into my life, because I went from being not nobody, but just having no self-esteem, to being this confident person that people want to be friends with and want to be around. And I said to him, I said, you know, the thing about it is that when you were younger, you depended so much upon how others saw you. But once you became the leader, where it didn't matter what others said or saw, but what you believed about you, and that's when it became important, and you became the leader. And now, when you become the leader, leadership begins when you discover you. Leadership is maintained when you're developing you. And leadership is successful when you reach and fulfill the purpose and the mission that you've been set on the earth to do. So I want to tell you, you have value. Start where you are right now. Begin right now. And begin to believe that what the Creator put into you, the gifts, the talents, the abilities, the world needs that. And don't let them value. Don't let them set the value. Don't let your conditions, society, don't let it set the value of who you really are. That's what I wanted to share with you tonight. If this speaks to you, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, and share if you care. All right. Talk to you soon. Cheers.